Good evening, this is Vicky, K8VKY with the Youth Net. Tonight we've got Grayson, KG4BUT, and River, KR4GIP. Everyone is welcome to check in, including third party. The way we're going to do it is Sal and I will take check-ins, and the kids will call on you to answer the question. Tonight's question, what's your favorite mode of transportation? You can text in at 716-497-2440 or text your call sign, or email your call sign to text at ecr.radio. So, taking check-ins twice and slowly.
N1YKT, N1YKT. KD9PEV, KD9PEV.
Papa, K2AP, Mobile.
A-side, A-I-R. Whiskey, Alpha, side, Alpha, India, Romeo, Montgomery, Case.
Alright, we'll hold up there for a second. We did get you in there, Sean, K8FLY, but you're super scratchy, so I'm going to put you in and out for right now, and if you get a chance to get a better spot, go ahead and check back in a little later. We also had in there Charlie, WA5AIR, KB2WGC, K2AP, KD9PEV, and N1YKT, W2RBC, N3DQD, AK4D, and WB8ODF. Let's give it one more try. Anybody else in there?
Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Whiskey, Kilo Zulu 4 Echo Whiskey. Kilo Echo D, Foxtrot Lima Yankee, Kilo Echo 8, Foxtrot Lima Yankee. November 6, Papa, Papa, Papa. November 6, Papa, Papa, Papa.
2ZVN and 2ZVN.
Alright, we also get in there N2ZVN, and Alan and Maddie, N6PPP, KZ4EW, and I'll turn it over to Grayson, KG4BUT. How about if we go straight to Sean, KE8FLY, before we lose his signal there?
Alrighty, thank you, Vicky. First up, WB8ODF, Dave from Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Well, good evening, Grayson and River, and Vicky doing some logging there. This is Dave, and my mode of transportation right now is the bus. I sold my Jeep. I didn't want to pay insurance and a parking lot fee to never go anywhere out of my building complex. So I'm going to go with the bus. Thanks, Grayson. WB8ODF.
Alrighty, comes to you, Dave. Next up, I have to do the mobiles first. So, I'm supposed to do them first at least. So, KB2WGC, Kevin Columbus, South Florida.
One in Grayson and Vicky and the rest of the crew out there. I do like flying in general aviation aircraft. That's my favorite mode. Have a good evening, everybody, and have a safe weekend, KB2WDC.
Alrighty, so then please to you, Kevin. I guess it was Cincy's now. Playing every day. And to Zedvia and Maddie from, Maddie and Alan from Kendall, New York.
Well, good evening, Grayson, Vicky, everyone on the net tonight. Well, I'll tell you, I drive a truck all the time, but my favorite, I think I would like to say, is by a ship. I've always been very fascinated by them, and I'll tell you, if I was in the armed forces again, I think I would go in the Navy. So I would say by a ship. Kind of it's my favorite, but it's not my normal mode. And here's Maddie with her answer. Go ahead. Maddie's being shy. Maddie says the train. She barely remembers it when we went to the Grand Canyon, Arizona, and we took a train and toured it that way, and it was a lot of fun. So that's what Maddie says is train. You guys have a great night tonight. Good job as always. N2ZVN. Back to net control.
Alright, so then please to you, Alan. Next up, K8FLY, Sean from Shelby Township, Michigan. K8FLY, Sean from Shelby Township, Michigan. Are you with us?
I'm with you. Sorry about that. I just take a momentary break. Turn my volume down a bit. Sorry about that. My primary mode of transportation. Sometimes I take my ATV if I really have to. For you guys. Back to you, Grayson. Sorry about that. Back to you, Grayson.
Alrighty, somebody please to you, Sean. Next up, AK4G, Jim from Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, good evening to everyone on the Usenet. Particularly good evening to Grayson, River, Vicky. Thanks for all that you do, keeping the net running. My favorite mode of transportation has to be a convertible Corvette. I can have to say it's the most fun you can have with four wheels. My second would be motorcycle, but let's just go with Corvette. Happy Valentine's to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone tomorrow. And those in Central Florida, there's a great ham fest going on in Orlando at the fairgrounds tomorrow. So hope to see some of y'all there. 7-3. Back to you, Grayson, AK4G.
Orlando Hamcase, I will in fact actually be there tomorrow. Simply see you. Next up, N3D2D, Ray from Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Also, River. Good evening to you, River. Since I ride them most of the time, I would have to say the bus. Back to you. This is N3DQD.
Alrighty, 73 CUA. Next up, 32 RBC, Randy from West New York.
Good evening, Grayson, River, Vicky, Sal, and everyone on the UTNet. My favorite mode of transportation is my motorhome. They're very comfortable and have all the amenities of home. Grayson, I have a question for you. Have you ever been in the snow and made snowballs? Back to net control, 73 to all, W2 RBC.
Much as I want to say yes, I cannot, unfortunately, because I live in this state that is known as Florida that does not get no snow. So if we see Randy. Next up, N1YKT, Johnny from Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Alright, hopefully everybody's having a good night. It's a little chilly here in Hopkinsville tonight. It's going to be my bicycle. I enjoy putting an APRS unit on the bicycle, maybe a handheld, and riding through the streets and just kind of hanging out. You have a good night. Thank everyone for running the net tonight. N1YKT, back to work.
Well, Vicky, you know me, right? Vicky, so I've done something similar to that. So obviously I've done that. I call it Boda Bikes on the L. I wasn't the only one, so I'm kind of lonely. So please see you, Johnny. So next up, KD9PEV, Clay from Woods, Wisconsin.
Good evening, Grayson. My favorite mode of transportation would be a bus, and specifically as someone who is training to be a teacher, a school bus. This is KD9PEV.
Alright, 7-3 to you, Clay. Next up, K2AP, Joe from Ypsilanti, New York.
Grayson and Vicky and those ladies, this is K2AP Mobile, if I'm still making it. My favorite mode of transportation is the Disney World monorail. K2AP.
Alright, Joe, can you come again? You're coming in, like, really badly.
K2AP Mobile, K2AP Mobile.
We can't get you coming in real bad. Really bad. Like I cannot understand you. Said, simply see Joe. Next up, KZ4EW, Michael from Newberry, Florida.
How's it going, Grayson? I'd have to say my favorite is mountain sky lift. I've been to a lot of them all over the world, the great big ones, and they're pretty fun looking down high up. I also went to Hamcation today. It was pretty fun here in Central Florida. 73 KZ4 EW.
Yeah, before I go to Charlie, I just realized that I just skipped Charlie. Michael, KZ4EW from Newberry, Florida, are you with us?
Yes, I'd have to say my favorite was Mountain Skylift,
Yeah, you said
73 KZ4 Echo Whiskey.
Alright, WA5AIL, Charlie from Montgomery, Texas.
Yeah, I'm here. Somebody numbered with you. I don't know if he had something to say or moved in back the next control. I don't know who it was. He picked me up.
Yeah, we can answer the question. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't hear Michael's response because my volume was toned down.
Alright. I'm full of Reflex, so I'm not hearing nobody see up on me. My favorite mode of transportation would have to be riding my motorcycle. I have 3 Harley Davidsons. I just bought one that's 6 years old and just restored it to it for its first ride yesterday. Now, even drivers, I love riding them, but you definitely have to be careful. Doing a good job with the net. Good to hear you on, and the South Coast Reflector will be connecting every Friday night on the news net. Just to let you know. From WA5AIR.
Alrighty, so please see you, so please see Charlie. Next up, N2 ZBN, Alan from Kendall O'Neill. Okay, I just now see. Oh yeah, N6 Chris from Inad in what in the Inad still missing? No. I jammed MDF got what MD was.
Thank you, Grayson. Don't worry, it gets everyone. It's Hymesville, Maryland. My favorite mode is going to have to be my electric wheelchair. I'm disabled, and about 2 years ago, it was a life changer for me and my family. Getting to be mobile again after relying on my wife to push me around for a couple years is definitely a big upgrade. But when I have a chance, it's our 1964 Buick Skylark. That one's still the most fun. Thank you kindly for doing the net. You're doing a great job. I wish you all have a great rest of the night. This is N6PPP. Back to you, net control.
So please see you, Chris. Next up, KF8DIP, James from Ottawa Lake, Michigan.
KF8DIP, my favorite form would be my 2011 Harley Davidson trike, and my second would be my Ford truck. Back to net.
So please see James. Also, stop realizing I miss Sean and Wibble. I swear, though, I swear. Sean and Wibble was not there when I did James. These people are popping out. These people are scaring me. Alright, K2SBM, Sean from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Appreciate you taking my check-in. This is K2SBM, Sean from Greensboro.
and hope everyone's doing well on the net. Interesting to hear all the different modes of transportation. I was on the fence for a while. Bicycle. Bicycle is my answer. Final answer, and that's what I'm sticking with. I just like everything about it. I like that I get some exercise. I like the wind in my face. I like leaning into some turns. So bicycle it is. Back to you, net control. K2 SBM.
Alright, so if we see Sean, next up, KL4 GIP Whipple from Newborn, North Carolina. Alright, thank you, Grayson. This is KL4 GIP. My favorite mode of transportation is flying. I love flying. So ever since the first time I went up in an airplane, the plane. So that was pretty cool. This is KR4 GIP. Back to you, Grayson. Alright, so if we see you with next up, K2AP Joe from ECMT, New York.
Good evening, Grayson. Good evening to the net. I tried to check in before on Mobile. My favorite mode of transportation is the Disney World monorail. Disney World monorail. So happy Valentine's Day to everyone, and 73 to all. This is K2AP.
Okay, 732 Joe monorail. That's okay. That's all I'm saying. It's different. It's a first. All I'm gonna say, it's a first for this. Just you for now. Okay. Anyways, 732 Joe. Next up, K8 SMM. Jeff from Washington Hills, Michigan.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the Usenet. This is Kate, SMM. Put me down for motorcycle. K8 SMM.
Alright, 732. You Joe. No, it's you, Jeff. Next up, I will call in K8 VKY Vicky to call in more seconds.
Thank you, Grayson. This is Vicky, K8 VKY with Grayson, KG4BUT. Taking more check-ins for the Usenet. Twice and slowly, please.
And Nikki, this is K8, happy Valentine's Day. From WA Diana. Kilo 9 Tango, Juliet Sierra, K9 EJS, in and out.
W2PMS. W2PMS.
It's BYU. K8 BYU. Whiskey 2, Sierra Alpha Lima. Whiskey 2, Sierra Alpha Lima. November 3, Mike Delta Charlie. That's November 3, Mike Delta Charlie.
Alright, And somebody was trying to key up through the GM repeater. Yeah, he didn't have any audio. First to Charlie, thank you for the happy Valentine's Day, and to you too. David, N6QDY. Michael, N3MDC. Sal, W2SAL. Roy, KA8BYU. Peter, W2PMS. And Thomas, K9TJS. And over to you, Grayson, KG4BT.
Howdy, thank you, Vicky. K28P, oh, really, did you, never mind. K9TJS, Thomas, Margaret, Florida. Okay, please do go. If you can't hear us. W2PMS, Peter from Cortland, New York.
Good evening. Well, I'm not a driver, never have had a license, so I guess my favorite mode of transportation is whichever one gets me where I need to go in the moment. So that's the best I can do. Hope everybody has a good evening and happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. W2PMS, back to net.
732U, next up, KAH, BYU, voice from Backville.
Everybody on the Ethernet, KAH, BYU. Yeah, I'd have to say my mode of transportation is flying. I've flown all types of commercial aircraft, small aircraft, and had a lot of fun doing it. And quite a few air miles racked up when I worked at the airports for over a day. Back to you.
Alright, 732U, boy, next up, W2SAL, Sal from Cheektowaga, New York.
Good evening, Grayson, the rest of the crew out there, and everyone else listening. Happy Valentine's Day to all. My favorite transportation is a motorcycle. And my question to you is, did you ever ride on a motorcycle?
No, I have not, Sal, simply see you. Next up, N3MDC in Salem, North Carolina.
Good evening, Grayson, everybody on the Usenet. Well, I'm glad I heard the question. My mom's on the phone with my Aunt Debbie, but that would be my bike. I used to ride my bike a lot when I still lived in Colorado. I rode it all over the state, of course. But my bike was in the shop recently, so I finally got it back. My brother brought it to me the other day, so I'll be back to my bike eventually. But Grace, let me ask you, Grace, let me ask you a question. Do you have a bike? I want to know if you have a bike, and do you ride it?
Yes, I do. It is a e-bike. Simply see you, Michael. Next up, N6QUI, David from Sacramento, California.
Hey, Grayson and the net, and happy Valentine's to everybody. My favorite mode of transportation is my service vehicle for work. I enjoy it. Have a great day. Thanks for doing what you do, both you and River and whoever else. Take care and have a great day. M6QDY, or a great evening over there, M6QDY.
On W2 David. Next up, I hand it over to W2 SAO Sal to hand it over to Lizzle. Send please.
You're doing a great job over there again tonight, and looking forward to working with Miss River, JR4GIP. But we're going to take some more check-ins. Let's see if there's any mobiles out there that wish to check in. Even if you're on a bicycle, motorcycle, or on foot, we'll take you. How about any regular check-ins at this time?
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, KB8, PLV, Chris.
Kilo 5, Delta Lima Delta. Kilo 5, Delta Lima Delta. Texas.
Kilo 6, Gulf Bravo Zulu, K6, GBZ, in and out.
N6 ZAR, N6 ZAR.
WB2JPQ, WB2JPQ.
KO4QMM.
K2, GZ.
AA3MR, Alpha 3, Mike Romeo. I would say air, in and out.
Echo, November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
Alright, anyone else out there wishing to check in, we'll take you now.
Kilo Delta 0, Kilo Delta 0, Echo Uniform Echo.
November 8, Delta Hotel Charlie. November 8, Delta Hotel Charlie. Hey folks, AA3MR, Alpha Mike Romeo, I believe I doubled with somebody. Bring them all the way back down. November 8, Delta Hotel Charlie. Kilo Foxtrot 0. Mike Henry November, KD0 EUE. November 4, RHE. And we had a question mark in there, so if I didn't call your call sign, we'll come back to you and get you in there. I had AA3MR, KE2, KO4QMM, WD5DON, WB2JPQ, the Godfather himself, November 6, VAR, K7FPS, K6GZ. Stand by 1 second. K5DLD and KAPLB. Then I'm going to turn it over to Miss River, and she'll run you all the way to the bottom. Go ahead, Miss River.
Alright, thank you, Sal. I just wanted to remind everyone that you can ask me a question too. And the question of the night is, what is your favorite mode of transportation? Next up, we have KBH, PLV, Chris in Novi, Michigan.
Good evening, River, and everyone on the net. Put me down for motorcycle. When the weather is good, I love riding it to work or just on a camping trip. And my question for you, River, is what do you think your mom or dad's favorite mode of transportation is? Everyone have a good night. KB8POV.
Well, probably car. That's what I would do. Anyways, thank you for coming. Next up, we have K5DLD David in Conroe, Texas.
Hello, River. Hello, everybody on the net. I guess my favorite mode of transportation would have to be the only transportation I got to be my car. So, my second would be the train that went from Durango to Silverton in Colorado. I rode that one time, and that was a beautiful ride. Back to the net. Kilo 5, Delta Lima Delta.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up, we have K7FF Fred in Reno, Nevada.
Hey, River, Dick, and everyone on the net, K7FPS. It would probably be my car, because I have everything that I need into it, but if I'm... you can't drive it across the water, so I'll go for an automobile. K7FPS, back to net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up, we have N6ZAR Scott in Eastvale, California.
Good evening, River, and everybody on the net. I would have to say my favorite mode of transport is my ATV. I love riding that through the desert. And my question, River, is do you and your family have any special Valentine's Day plans? N6ZAR, back to you.
Well, I don't think so. Anyways, thank you for coming. Next up, we have WV2JPQ, Dick in Eden, New York.
Good evening again, Miss River. I was going to say dog sled, but I guess I better change it to airplane maybe. I like to, if I'm not driving my car, I like to go from point A to point B as fast as I can and get there as soon as I can. So I guess my vote tonight would be airplane. My question to you, River, is do you expect a box of candy tomorrow for Valentine's Day?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Dick. And thank you for coming. Next up, we have WD5DON, John in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Well, good evening, River, Grayson, Dick, Sal, and the rest of the crew. I'm going to put my vote in for flying. Definitely enjoy it. Private, commercial, whatever. Have a lot of fun with that. Don't get to do it as often as I would like. And my question for you, River, is just out of curiosity, how much HF operation do you do, say, on a weekly basis? Back to net, WD5 still in.
Not as much as I'd like to. But yes, thank you for coming. Next up, we have QMM, Roger, and I'll try not to botch this pronunciation, Umatilla, Florida.
Oh, good evening, River. You did just fine with it. It's Umatilla, but you sounded like you were really close there. And it'd have to be an old car for me, 1969 Chevrolet. I've had it for over 30 years and miles per miles for me. And I have a question for you. Do you know the oldest vehicle you have been in? 7-3.
I'm not really sure. I've been on top of a really rusty old Camaro, but I've never been in it. So, thank you for coming. Next up, we have KE2 GHZ, I can't talk today, Steve in Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, River. The answer to that question is automobile. That's the best mode of transportation. 7-3.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up, we have AA3MR Walter in Clairton, Pennsylvania.
Good evening to you, River, and everybody on the net. Hope everybody's staying warm out there. Yes, my favorite ride has to be my truck. I have a 2022 GMC Sierra Denali, and with all the safety features and cameras on it, I feel really, really safe. And my question to you, Miss Rivers, is how many miles and how long of a trip have you traveled on your e-bike, Back to net. Doing a great job. And happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there. This is AA3MR.
Well, I don't have an e-bike. I think Grayson is the one with the e-bike. But my regular bike, maybe like 2 miles or something. Next up, thank you for coming. Next up, we have N4RHE Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Thank you for your reply, cousin. Good evening, River. Thank you for conducting the net. November 4, Romeo Teleco, bicycle. On a bicycle, you learn to appreciate every hill and its descent. You're really taking every town or village, no matter how small. River, when did you last ride your bicycle? November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast, return to net.
Last time I rode my bike was, I think 2 days ago. That is when I last rode it. Next up we have, thank you for coming. Next up we have KD0EUE Clayton in Lubbock, Texas.
Thanks, River, in the net. I'd have to say that my favorite transportation is a boat because it means I'm out on the lake fishing. Thanks for everything and have a happy Valentine's Day, everybody. KD0EUE.
Alright, thank you for coming. It looks like you're new here. Welcome to the Usenet. Next up we have KF0MHN Bill in East Minnesota.
Love driving in my truck. Have a great night. This is KF0MHN, back to net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have N8DH again.
Good evening. This is N8. Kind of a cold day today, but it's mostly sunshine. Here in Michigan, it's a little chilly. But, back in the time when I used to drive a car, I had several. But the one that I think I used the most, I had a 1969 Camaro 396 Super that was modified quite a bit, about 650 power, and it would go like crazy. But I had to go to the store and buy fuel for it, believe it or not, to go out to General Electric and buy what they called red cap gas. aviation gasoline. That thing ran real good on that. But didn't like the stuff that came out of the pumps. Nice car. Had a lot of fun with it. I don't know. I drive a power wheelchair. I'm an old man, and, you know, you have to do what you have to do from time to time. I was going to ask you a question. What class license do you enjoy HF? Back to that. This is an ADHC.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that question. Could you repeat it for me again?
Hey, Delta. Hotel Charlie, Jim. River would like to know what your question was again.
Hey, I'm hoping that I'm making it now. I wondered what class of license.
Well, your question was, what's my class of license? I am a technician, and I'm working to get my general. Thank you for coming. Next up, we have N5RTC Terry in Austin, Texas.
Good evening, River. Grayson. Vicky on the logbook, and also running the net for a while, Sal. Favorite form of transportation is a train, but it's a certain type of train. It has to be a steam train. And River, my question for you is, have you ever ridden on a train? N5 RTC, back to net control.
I have been on a train, but I was really young at the time, and I don't remember much of it. I just remember looking down the station and seeing the train coming. I'm going to hand it over to Sal to get some more check-ins. This is KR4 GIP. Over to you, Sal.
Thanks, Miss River. All right, anyone else wishing to check in? Looks like we got about 10 to 11 minutes left, and we'll get you in the logbook if you want to get in here. Miss River would like to run you guys right to the very end, so no sandbagging tonight, please. With that, we'll take any check-in anywhere.
This is November 4 Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot. That's N4WBF, Walker in Daphne, Alabama.
November 5, Lima, Yankee, Sierra. November 5, Lima, Yankee, Sierra. Greg, Golf, Romeo, Echo, Golf, Golf, from Pasadena, Texas. Back to net control.
Kilo Charlie 3 Indy. Kilo Charlie 3 Indy.
AC4BR, Alpha Charlie 4, Bravo Romeo.
Is anyone else out there? We'll get you in the logbook before I send it over to River, and she'll run them down. Nothing heard. I got AC4BR, KC3I, November 7 FGP, November 5 LYS, and November 4 Whiskey Bravo Frank. And don't forget, the question of the night is, what's your favorite mode of transportation? And you can ask her or Grayson. I'm sure Grayson will answer too if you send him a question. We'll get you guys going here. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Miss River. And you take it away, girl.
Alright, thank you, Sal. Next up, we have N4WBF, Walker and Daphne. Oh, I should know this. It's late. I had a big day. If you could tell me what that abbreviation is, AL, that would be great.
Yeah, River, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking about an abbreviation, but I live in Daphne. That's Delta Alpha Papa Hotel November Echo, Alabama. And the question, my favorite mode of transportation is, of course, an airplane.
I like flying, and thank you for clearing that up. I was wondering what the abbreviation AL stood for. Anyways, next up we have N5LYS, Greg in Pasadena, Texas.
N5LYS to net control. Were you turning it over to me?
Yes, I was. N5LYS, Greg.
No, my favorite mode of transportation would have to be a minivan. I had back in the day, I had to drive or have a car anymore. I'm 74 years old, so I can't drive anymore, unfortunately. But anyway, back in the day, I had a 2006 Dodge Grand Canyon, and it was loaded. It even had a DVD player on the roof. And my four granddaughters used to, when they were young back then, they loved to watch movies on the way from their house to our house, which was about an hour and 10 minutes away. We would pick them up for the weekend every so often. And it was a delight, but they really enjoyed having that, being able to watch the movies and everything. Unfortunately, I had an accident, and I drove off the side of the road into a ditch and totaled the car via insurance company. I wish I still had it. I love that van. It was amazing. Net control, I didn't get your call sign at the beginning of the net. For that. Can you repeat it again, please, for me?
Yes, my call sign is KR4GIP, Kilo Romeo 4, Golf India Papa. Thank you for coming. Next up we have KC3, KC31, Charles in Montgomery, Texas.
This is KC3I, Charlie in Montgomery. Thank you for taking my check-in. First time to check into the net. And my favorite mode of transportation is my 2016 Corvette Stingray. Really enjoy driving that. So back to net control, 73.
Alright, thank you for coming. Sorry about that. I said 1 instead of I. Next up we have AC4BR Brian in Monticello, Kentucky.
Good evening, River and Vicky and Grayson, Sal, everybody else. Favorite mode of transportation? Well, I also do like flights, but I prefer helicopters just because they're neat. You can land in a lot more places, obviously, and the view is much better. So that would be my preference. Obviously, if I'm going long distance, it would not be a helicopter. But anyway, and speaking of a couple guys that talked about their Corvettes, they're all made in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is about 2 hours west of my QTH. Sadly, I've been to Bowling Green many times and never went to the Corvette Museum. Anyway, and one last tidbit, I had the probably unique, what's the word I'm looking for, I guess, occasion to drive my great uncle's 1929 Model A Ford around the parking lot. So that's the oldest vehicle I've ever driven. Anyway, back to you, River. AC4VR.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have N7FGP Scott in Jamestown, New York.
Good evening, River and Grayson. You are both doing an excellent job tonight. I think probably my electric bike is what I like to fool around with lately. I used to like to fly a lot, and I hear you like to fly, and you got to fly. What type of airplane did you get to fly?
Well, I don't remember. I was so focused on actually, being up in the air and flying the plane, and, the more than I was focused on the model or the type, but it was a small airplane, and it wasn't a commercial airplane, and it was not a gift, a birthday gift from my parents. They paid for me to go up in an airplane and fly it. So I'm gonna hand it over to Sal, to either get some more check-ins or close the net. This is Care 4 GIP.
Thanks, Miss River and Mr. Grayson. Let's see. It is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for this edition of the 148 Usenet. I'm going to take a couple quick in and outs if you guys want to get in on the log. If not, we're going to terminate this session of the Usenet.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Kilo, in and out.
The South Coast Reflector has returned back to normal operation with the 5SCR system.
VNU, 82 VNU, in and out.
C5 RBC, in and out.
7, Bravo Uniform Papa, KM7BU.
I got KM7BUP. I've got a question mark on WB5IVP. We can correct your call. I got KD2VNU, K1MCO, and KE2CCK. Anyone I missed out there, please get in touch with us right now.
Juliet 5, radio disposition. Juliet 5, FLO, KE2, FLO, in and out.
I had a call sign with a Juliet in there. If you only come back to me, we'll get you in the logbook. That last call, I can't make you out with all the noise. Alright, at this time we're going to call it for the Section 140 East Coast Reflector. I want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Make sure you take care of your sweethearts. And we did a good job again tonight, girls and boys, and thanks for checking in. And a special thank you to Grayson, KG4BUT, and River, KR4GIP, and Miss Vicky at Master Control. KE8, where do I have your call sign? KE8VKY. You think after all this time I'd remember it. Alright, this is W2SA Ultra and the East Coast Reflector back to normal operation. 7-3, everyone.